Hello everyone, my name is Anand and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing 6 advanced LinkedIn advertising strategies. Before we do that, make sure to subscribe to my channel so that you get notified when I publish future videos. So let's get started. The first LinkedIn advertising strategy I want to mention is making use of website demographics. Now, why is this important? Basically, LinkedIn allows you to install LinkedIn Insight tag on your website and it will collect data about your website visitor. Now, this is extremely important because with website demographics, you can understand your audience better. Now, every time when you want to run a marketing campaign or when you want to advertise, we always talk about targeting your right audience, right? The best way to understand your audience is using website demographics, and you can get to know what is your audience's job title, company name, industry, and it provides pretty accurate professional data. Also, depending upon that information, you can actually adapt and modify your content. So let's say you are reaching lawyers in your LinkedIn ads in United States, then you can actually tweak your language in such a way that it sounds good for your target audience. If you are only reaching out to decision makers, then you can adapt your language. So that's the point of understanding your audience, creating tailored content, and then reaching your ideal prospects. So the way you do that is when you log into your LinkedIn campaign manager. Let's see. Okay, so log into your LinkedIn campaign manager, and then there is something called as website demographics. Click on this tab, and then you need to create an audience. Now, basically, what this will do is it will keep a track of all the visitors coming to your website, and then it will build an audience. This is similar to the Facebook custom audience, but it's on LinkedIn. So you need to install your LinkedIn Insight tag properly to make sure that LinkedIn is able to collect the data and create a demographic data for you. So that's your first step. And again, as you can see over here in this LinkedIn website, you can see how it will provide you job title information, how much percentage of page views they're getting, and whether it has increased, decreased, and a lot more. And the other application of this LinkedIn website demographic is to basically you can create audiences. So let's see, you can basically log into your LinkedIn campaign manager, and then you can create this tab. You can create an audience, and what you can do is you can create a retargeting audience based on specific page visits, and you can create multiple rules, and that's how you can run remarketing ads. So I would definitely start with this step first, or this strategy first, because website demographics and building a website retargeting audience is extremely effective. Now, the second tip I want to give is to utilize your existing contacts. So LinkedIn allows you to upload custom audience. So let me go back to this account assets and then click on matched audiences. Okay, now this is where you will actually upload an audience. So click on create audience and then click on upload a list, and then choose company/contact. Now what this will do is you will be able to upload the company list, and then you can target them, so that way you are only able to you're able to reach only specific accounts, or you can upload contact list and retarget them. And again, this is similar to your custom audience on Facebook, but you're doing it on LinkedIn, and it's much more accurate. So that's your second tip, which is utilizing matched audience type and you can either upload company list, as I said earlier, or a contact list. There are a couple of other ways to create matched audiences. You can retarget an audience based on a lead generation form. So create an audience of people who interacted with one or more of your lead gen forms. So you can retarget them as well, or as I said earlier, you can use your website, and the new thing is you can even retarget people based on a specific video they have watched, and you can specify like how much they need to be engaged, whether it's 50%, 75, or 97% of that video. So I would definitely suggest using these retargeting tactics under matched audiences, and the other expansion of this audience is to create a lookalike audience. So you can create a lookalike audience based on an already existing matched audience on LinkedIn. So those are a couple of website based advertising strategies. Now the other thing I want to mention is you need to start using Carousel Ad. Now this is one of the best way to increase engagement, and the way LinkedIn algorithm works is the higher the engagement on your ads, the more it will actually start pushing it out, because you are getting because you're reaching the right audience, you're getting high amount of engagement, so the cost per click is naturally going to go down. Now I'm going to give you an example of how that works on Google. On Google Ads, when you run a campaign and when you start tracking the click-through rate, there is a direct correlation between a high click-through rate and a low cost per click. So the higher the click-through rate, lower the cost per click, because your ad quality or quality score is high, the expected click-through rate is high, and ad relevance is also high. That's the same kind of algorithm that works on Facebook and on LinkedIn. So make sure that you aim for getting high click-through rate, and Carousel Ad is a fantastic way to do that because you can add multiple images. And finally, I want to mention one last tip, which is utilize conversion tracking. It's actually a mandatory on LinkedIn to use conversion tracking, because with conversion tracking you can actually figure out like which of your ad campaigns are converting at a better rate. So let's say you are running you're running a campaign that is driving traffic to a landing page. Now in this case, I just created a dummy conversion, which is visited blog page, but you can create multiple conversions based on whether it's a purchase, whether it's filling out a form, or whether it's subscribing to a newsletter. But with conversion tracking, you will be able to figure out which campaigns are performing better, what is the cost per lead, and where you need to invest your budget. So I would definitely recommend using conversion tracking, because without conversion tracking you won't be able to figure out how to optimize your ads. So those are my tips, advanced tips on LinkedIn marketing, specifically on LinkedIn advertising, and I would definitely try out these strategies because I have been running multiple ad campaigns and they have been working extremely well. But definitely start with website demographic because it's a low-hanging fruit. If you are already getting traffic through Google, organic, or social channels, then try to build an audience and retarget them on LinkedIn. Then use matched audiences, which is utilizing your email contact list or uploading a company list and then retargeting those audiences. Then once it starts working well, expand by creating a lookalike audience. And then finally, to optimize your campaigns, try to use Carousel Ad format, because when you start increasing engagement rate on your ads, it will actually help you to decrease your cost per click and hopefully cost per acquisition, because for lower clicks you get more traffic, so naturally your cost per acquisition is going to go down. And finally, your conversion tracking will be critical for campaign optimization. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section, and I will see you next time. Thank you very much, guys.